Alright, hey guys, welcome back. You know, it's been a while for me now. I think I've said that the last couple videos, but just been super busy, and it's been hard to find time to make content. But I've been getting a lot of requests lately for different artists and different solos and different riffs, and somebody had mentioned L.A.GUNS, and I thought this was a really cool riff and solo for the song Electric Gypsy from L.A.GUNS. Tracii Guns, very cool guitar player, old school, real bluesy. And this one, he's got a little bit of his Randy Rhoads influence in the solo on the one lick in particular, so I'll show you that. The riff itself is really cool. I'll show you a few different parts of the song. I'm going to kind of combine this instead of doing just the solo or just the riff. I'm going to combine this since I haven't done some stuff in a while here, some content. I'm just going to combine this and give you guys a little bit more to chew on here. So you'll have the solo and the riffs, and there's a jam track for this too. So check down below in the description box. There will be a jam track, and also my free sweet picking guide, Sweet Picking Boot Camp. Make sure and check that out. Now, I'm not going to do tab for this video, just in the interest of time. For me personally, I'm running out of time here to not in my life, but in my day here. So I'm not going to have a chance to get to the tab. And anyway, this is a fairly simple set of musical pieces here that shouldn't require too much tab. So I'll go through it slow for you and make sure you get all the highlights and everything you need to be able to play this stuff. Alright, so let's get to it. This is, I think this was 1988 from the debut L.A.GUNS album. Their standard tuning on this, I think this next album after this they started tuning down a half step, but this is tuned standard. This guitar, by the way, speaking of Tracii Guns, I was inspired by his guitar, which is very similar to this, but slightly different as far as the stripe pattern goes. Same company, Chubtone. They make great guitars. Plug for Chubtone. Anybody looking for a super strat style guitar, man, these guys know how to do it. In fact, I'm due for a new one here pretty soon. But anyways, I ramble on. Tracy's guitar was an inspiration for this one, so thank you, Tracy, for inspiration on multiple levels. Let's get to this. Why don't I do the riff first, and then we'll get to the solo. So the riff's based in A, key of A, and it's you're gonna play the A string 3 times, and then play a D chord, but without the root in the bass. So 7th fret on the D and G, and then 2 more open A's. And we're gonna play this little figure here. It's a pull off from 9 to 7 on the G, and then 7 on the D string. So you're gonna do that twice. Actually, you do it 3 times, but the last time you're not gonna go to the D string. Like that. So the whole thing slowed to be. Alright. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the open A string. This time we're gonna play a C on the 5th fret, D and G. And then this time, without 2 more open A's, you're just gonna move this up. I like to slide it. And now your pull-offs are going to be different. So you're going from the C to the D. At the same time you hit that D, when you slide into it, you're going to pull off from 8 to 7 on the B string, and then play 7 on the G. Same pattern. So the first pattern is, second pattern is, when you put them together, you get this. A little quicker. Okay, and just a couple other riffs to show you here. In the verse, we're just playing on the A string. It's got this thing to do. And what it is 5/4 open, 5/4 open again, and then 5/4. So slow would sound like this. I think it does that 4 times. Very simple chromatic chords here. A, G, F sharp. This is the pre-chorus. You play octaves there. I've actually seen Tracy teach this riff, and he plays in all kinds of different ways. And if you listen to him talk about how he approaches his own tunes, there's a lot of improv going on, which is cool. It keeps it open and interesting. You still play the song, but you just you play things like that different. I saw him do something like that, just where you're accenting different things. Different things like that. So, but on the album, to me, it just sounds like. In any case, that's what I played on the recording that you heard. The chorus is the main riff, And then there's one other little cool part in the middle. It goes, yeah, very cool little riff. That's kind of right before the solo. A, and then open E, and then pull off from second fret to low E, and then pull off 3-2 open on the A string. So you get A twice, and then G, and then the same riff, F, same riff, and then you're gonna play open 1, 2, 3. It's like that. And then the end of the riff is open to 3 on the low E, same thing on the A, and then pull off the G string 2 open, 2 open on the D. So here's that whole thing slow. Okay, so that's all the riffs and the tunes. On the solo part now, let's get to the solo. What's going on is he starts playing over the 4 times. Right after that, he just does this without the riff. So you're not playing. Obviously, that would be probably a little too busy and would clash with the solo. So he's just playing the chords: A, G, F, and then he does do this riff. Does it again. Then you're right back into the main riff. So that's sets up the solo. We're in the key of A here, mainly A minor pentatonic, with a couple extra notes here and there, and that one cool Randy Rhoads lick, which I'll show you. All right, so starting out with the solo. Right up here in the A minor pentatonic box. We're on the 20th fret on the B string. Bend that up a whole step, lower it, and give it some vibrato. And then we're going to play 17 on the B. And then bend 19 up a whole step on the G. Lower it, pull off 17, and then play 19 center. And then we're going to go down to the lower octave of the same section. Okay, then we're going to go down to the lower octave of the same pattern, pentatonic. Okay, so 8, bend that up a whole step twice on the B string, and then quick little lick here. On the recording, it kind of sounds like you just go like that, but let's add a little bend there. I kind of think that's what he was going for. And And it's just 7 on the G string, bend that up a whole step, quickly release it to 7, pull off to 5, and then play 7-5 on the G. And then this lick, again, very close to what's on the album, not totally sure, it's a little hard to hear. You're going to play 5 to 7 on the G, and then play 7 2 more times on the G. And then play 5 on the G. Then do a pull off from 7 to 5, and then pick 7 on the D. Okay, so all that together. Cool. All right, so there's the little Randy Rhoads influence here. Super cool lick. You know, you wouldn't think to, normally to play something like that over this chord progression, but it totally works. So what's going on here? We've got a little A harmonic minor to start with, but when we add this note in, and we get what's called the snake charmer scale. So this is where you get the 3 half steps in a row. Cool. And the lick is this. You go 4, 5, 8. So a big stretch here between the middle and pinky. And then what you're going to do is play 5, hammer on to 8, pull off to 4. 6, 5 on the B. And then the end of the lick goes like this, 4, 5, 6. And then 4, 5 on the 4, 5, 6 on the B. 4, 5 high E up to 8 high E, back to 5, back to 4. That's the whole lick. So where that comes in, you have okay, and then we're going to play some unison bends here, meaning we're going to play the 8th fret on the B string and then the 5th fret on the high E. We're going to bend 8th fret on the B up a whole step until it sounds like 5 on the high E. Do the same thing at the 10th fret and the 7th fret on the high E. Same thing on 11 and 8. Okay. Okay, so now we're getting towards the second half of the solo where you just have these chord hits. So there's a chord hit on A, and then we play this, which is another unison bend, this time on the 20th fret and the 17th fret on the high E, bending up 20 on the B, all step. Then we're going to play the G chord. Can't remember if the lick is, I think it's just, now I can't remember. Okay, in any case, you can refer to the original or my demo. I think it's just bending up. Yeah, that's it. You bend up 5 on the G. After hitting the G chord, lower it and then bend it back up. Down to F, and this time we're going to play this. That's just a cool little diminished chord there. F and then 3 on the D, 2, A, first fret, low E, open E, dive E. I just pull that off. When you dive the low E, you're gonna also just kind of grab that G string with your fret hand and raise it back up, and then the fast lick's gonna come in. Okay, now we get to this. It's a very simple lick. You're just picking fast as you possibly can, basically tremolo picking, but that's kind of what's happening slow. 5th fret, 8, pull off to 5, 7, pull off to 5. Same thing at the 10th fret. 13, pull off to 10, 12, pull off to 10. It's almost harder to play it slow. And then 17, and then 20, and 19. So each time I'm sliding with my index finger. See, you're just picking really fast while doing those pull-offs. At the very end, you're gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the high E from 20, bend that up a whole step, and then it comes down to and rests at 20th fret, and then you're into the riff, and that's the whole solo. I'll try to play the whole thing through for you once slow. Alright, so something like that. And that's it, guys. Cover the riff in the main solo for Electric Gypsy by L.A.GUNS, Tracii Guns. Killer player. It's done a lot of cool stuff. Had a collaboration with Michael Sweet not too long ago, I think, called Sunbone. And also L.A.GUNS seems to be going strong. Just put out a new album not too long ago. So hey, L.A.GUNS rocks, man. This album was really cool for me when I was a teenager. I think I was 18 when this came out, and wore this sucker out, man. So these tunes are still really fun to listen to. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you next time. Make sure and grab that free jam track down below, as well as a free sweep picking guide, and I'll see you next time. Rock on.